What's up, guys? I'm back with another what if. And I gave you guys like what 3 hours to choose uh what if you guys want me to do today, or like at least in the daytime. And I'm gonna try to do a video in the night. If I can't, I can, because I'm too lazy. But if I can, I can. I'll do it. So basically, 50%, 57% of you guys wanted me to do what if Naruto was an Uchiha and a senju and an Uchiha. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so yeah. Alright. And also, by the way, join my Discord if you haven't joined yet. And yeah. I know it's been a little bit long. Like I know I said 20 to 40 minutes. I'll be back. And I was bullshitting on that one because I kind of thought it was gonna take like 40 minutes, but ended up taking 54 or 52. So yeah, had to eat some food real quick. Okay. Oh, and yeah, watch my What If Deku was a werewolf. Watch my What If Deku was Endeavor's son, and watch every single one of my videos, please. I said please. Alright, so yeah. And yeah, so let's get to the story. Hold on. Alright, so I kind of forgot where I left off because I did the video 3 weeks ago, so that kind of explains why I wasn't I don't recall remembering where I left off. And yeah, so no 18 plus in my videos. I might say a couple things like all they do from the butt, and that's about it. That's all the action you guys are gonna get, pretty much. And watch my What If My Deku was the reincarnation of Shanks. And if you guys like this, What If Deku was a Todoroki, I guess, why not? Damn. Whoa. A lot of you guys came back for that one. Watch my What If Deku was Shanks, reincarnation of Shanks. Red Hood. Watch my What If Deku was One Punch Man. Watch all my videos and, actually give them a try. Not just skip them because, like, oh, it's a What If Deku was a werewolf, so it's gonna be boring. Just give it a try, please. Just watch it. Alright, so yeah, let's get to this. Alright, so where I last left off was where where Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi and Sasuke were doing their training thing from the cannon with the two bells. Yeah. So remember, let me just remind you of a couple of things about the story that's gonna be different. Obviously, Naruto's gonna be stronger because he has 4 chakra natures, and since he's like part senju, his body is naturally fit. So there's that. And another what ifer told me that for you to use what style your heart has to be pure in a cruel world or something like that. I'm not sure if that's true, but hey, he said it, so I'm gonna believe it because I believe people. But if you have a bad history of, if I know you to the point where, oh, he's gonna lie to me and shit, like you have a bad habit of lying, I won't believe you. Alright, so yeah. So basically, alright, I'm gonna start over from the last part. I'm gonna start from the last part. I'm fucking out. Alright, so another thing that's different from canon that's gonna be in this story is that Sakura, she's gonna be more of a bitch, and yeah. So Midoriya's like, son of a bitch. Naruto still, did Anko in the bathroom of a restaurant. And someone told me that the age, actually no, fuck, this is not Japan, no, a village. So whatever age consent is, whatever. So yeah, Naruto looks like this, more buffer, and by the way, he's gonna get a curse mark. And and I have it down to 2 curse marks and whatever it gets. So I'm gonna leave it at the part where he gets bitten by obviously Orochimaru, and he's gonna get a curse mark, but I'm not gonna tell you which curse mark it is gonna be because I'm not sure myself. I'll put up a poll when I'm done with the video. So yeah. Alright, so the ship's Tamari. And no 18 plus in this one, sorry, but yeah. I'm making a change in my videos. I feel like some of you guys should stop watching my videos because of me not doing 18 plus anymore. Well, sorry, that's you know, 18 plus just got boring, that's it. Sakura's more of a bitch, and a couple other things. Yeah. Kakashi's the dude. Don't think he's a female. No, he's a dude. And Midoriya's gonna get a Mangekyo Sharingan. Maybe not in this video, but somewhere around, somewhere among the lines of the story. Alright, so yeah. And basically Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura have been waiting at the park for, you know, yeah, the amount of time that they waited in canon, and yeah. So once they're hungry, Naruto's hungry as well, but oh no, I said Naruto ate some food. Why not? Naruto, he ate some food, you know, just to be a rebel, cause he's got that emo phase like every single Uchiha does. Honestly, I remember now that they never recovered Shisui's body. Or if they did, they didn't recover it too fast. So, basically, like, Naruto, he didn't, like, as soon as he didn't see Shisui, like, Shisui didn't contact Naruto or anything like that, he thought either Shisui left him, like everybody else has, or he died. So, you know, he went to the morgue to check it out, and there was nobody. So, you know, he thought that every single person that was in his life left him, except the sushi dude from, you know, what's that shit called? From the noodle place. I forgot shit. You know, the Naruto's place to, you know, comfort, like where he has noodles and shit. Ichiraku ramen. There you go. Ichiraku ramen. So the only people who haven't left him are the Ichiraku ramen people, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah. Alright. So, you know, basically Kakashi, he got to the place, and then, you know, he basically said, sorry class, I'm late, you know, traffic in the city, and, you know, they all scuffed, and, you know, yeah. So, like, Kakashi said, oh, I will make the fight longer because, you know, I didn't take my time on the story. I just rushed it. So, you know, yeah, Kakashi says, we're gonna do this, which is the bell training. And Midoriya, I mean, fucking hell, Naruto and everybody else, they prepare to dip, you know, like spread out and shit, yeah. So, yeah. And then, as soon as they spread out, Kakashi immediately goes towards his book and starts reading. But then Naruto sneaks up right behind him and tries to stab Kakashi in the back. But then Kakashi predicts that, grabs Naruto by the wrist, grabs him by the neck, you know, slams it to the ground, and like pulls on his wrist, and then twists it back to a position that will break it, or, you know, break his like wrist and shit, you know, like sprain it or whatever. And he also put his right foot on Naruto's neck. But then Naruto exploded into like white cloud, right? So, you know, Kakashi turned around and they got punched in the face. And then, yeah, and like Naruto, he's got his Tutamoi, I think. Tutamoi. So, somebody told me in the comments on this video, or part 1, was that for you to unlock your like in like your like every single tomboy, it's is you have to go through emotional sadness. You have to kill your friend to feel that certain pain or whatever, emotional pain, and you have to like lose someone you love, not from the hands of yourself, but someone else, maybe. And to get the Mangekyo, it's the same shit as you like losing someone you love. So yeah. And Kakashi got up, real quick, cleaned off his mask a little bit, got a little bit of dirt on there, and then, dust himself off. And then, Naruto and Kakashi, they stood still for a solid minute, and then all of a sudden a leaf, like, was slowly hovering through the air, and, like, it was something beautiful to watch. And then as soon as they touched the ground, boom, they disappeared into the fucking wind, dude. And they were like clashing. You could see you could see their speed with the wind. You know how like that happens. You can't see them, but you could see a little bit of the strings behind them that they leave. Yeah, it's basically like that. You could see that you could see them clashing against each other, and you could hear like noises coming off of them, like knives and like metal banging against each other. Two metal pieces banging against each other, and there's the convoy or what? Not the convoy. The fucking the knives. I forgot what they call them. And Naruto's using his full power, and Kakashi's only using 10% of his power. Naruto still has the same amount of chakra that he does in canon, actually a little bit more. And he knows about the nine tails, but he doesn't. The nine tails hasn't contacted him or anything like that, because the nine tails feels like if Naruto were to he feels that Naruto will use his Sharingan to control him, just like how Madara did. Cause remember, Madara, if you haven't seen that part, Madara basically he used his Mangekyo Sharingan and just mind control the nine tails. And the nine tails is a little scared by the Sharingans, because the memories it brings. So he stays quiet for now. Whoa. So yeah, basically, yeah. So like Naruto's using 100% of his power, and Kakashi's using 10% of his power. Plus the Sharingan, that's like double the power. So his power maybe like doubled or tripled, or however that works. Plus the Sharingan, yeah, it's a Sharingan. And by the way, again, the curse mark that Midoriya gets is gonna be on you. Sasuke's still gonna get the curse mark that he gets in canon, but I'm gonna give you guys two choices of the curse marks you guys could give Midoriya. All right, I'm gonna put up a poll after this video. The two choices that you guys are gonna get are either the heavenly curse mark that Sasuke has on his neck from canon, or the earth curse mark that I forgot his name, Kira something, no, Kishirama or something like that. Not Hashirama, no. The dude with the white hair and the bone manipulation, the Kicking Genkai. I'm not sure what it's called, but hey, Kimimaru. There you go, Kimimaru. Alright, yeah, I'm back. So yeah, you guys get to choose between these two curse marks that Naruto could get if you guys want. Either the heavenly curse mark, which is the curse mark that Sasuke has, or the earth curse mark that Kimimaru has. If you don't know who Kimimaru is, he has the bone Keigen Genkai, where he's like he could do I have a picture of this dude? Give me a second. I'm gonna pause my stuff real quick. So actually, I can't find it. If I were to click AO, no, I don't. I'm not gonna show you guys that. Not yet. Sorry, I have two pictures because one of them, there's just like a little bit of differences. Like the curse mark on the neck right here, as far as you can see, and curse mark right there is different. Fucking like, I'll show you guys my wallpaper later on in the day. So yeah. So basically, let's get with the story. So you guys get to choose between those two curse marks. No, nothing more, unless it's really cool. Just tell me the curse mark name, and then I'll like search it up. And if I'm like, damn, that's badass, then I'll add it to the poll. But if it's not, sorry, can't take it. Well, those are the strongest curse marks. So yeah, like remember when whatever, fucking no. Let's get with the story again. Sorry, I got off topic, bruh. Sorry, I don't think I paused it right there. I stopped for a second. I just had to do something. And I didn't even pause for long. I paused for like a second. And yeah. So let's get back to the story. Sorry, I got off topic. Alright, so basically Sakura's the one leaning against the pole. Naruto, he's a little not douchey to Sakura, not yet. He gives her the food, and Sasuke does too. And basically she feeds him. She gets the food, eats it, and yeah. Kakashi sees him just like in canon. He threatens to kill him with Earth style, or like lightning style, or whatever he used. And then Naruto and everybody else, like all three of them, were scared because Naruto couldn't take him down, so Naruto can't. Not even all together can they beat Kakashi. Kakashi's Jonin or some shit like that. A Jonin tuning. No, not tuning. Jonin Genning tuning. Jonin? Jonin. Yeah, no, I think it's Genning, tuning, and then again. Fucking man, this is all bullshit, dude. Whatever. So, yeah. That's the end of that. Next day, they're on a mission, save the cat. That's it. End that. So Naruto walks up to the fucking. Actually, no, it's not Naruto. Naruto, he's calm in this one. He's like Sasuke, except less emo. And less with, like, brother issues. All Naruto's, the only thing that's really fucking with Naruto at this point is just the fact that he has no one to take care of him. He has no one in his life. Like, Sasuke gets attention from girls and all that, and he still bitches like he has no attention at all. And that's in Naruto's mindset. And Sasuke does do that. Sasuke, he's like, I get no attention at all. Even though like 10 girls walk up to him and be like, hey, yo, wanna go on a date? Sasuke's like, nah, bitch. Yeah. And yeah. Oh. Sorry, it's early. It's 5:23. Don't worry, I'm gonna upload it, and I hope this gets a lot of views and likes, cause I ain't spending hours of working on this just so I could get like a couple views and that's it. But don't get me wrong, the views is beautiful. I like it. It's cool. But I expect a little bit more, cause my history of videos get like 1,000 views each video. But now it's dying slowly. Yo, Kaneki's a badass, I'm not gonna lie. Why the fuck did I zoom in there? Like, what the fuck? That's gay. Like, what that shit called again? I forgot what it's called, whatever. So, Sakura basically makes a complaint to the Hokage. And, basically the Hokage is like, why why do you want to do this so badly? You know, Sakura's like, cause you're wasting our talent and shit. You know, we could be doing actual work. And you know, basically she says, well, me and like I took down like Kakashi. You know, fucking the third Hokage's not buying it. He's like, no, you didn't. You know, basically Kakashi appears out of nowhere. And he's like, no, you didn't. They did. Ain't no fucking. Third Hokage looks like around her and sees Naruto and Sasuke. But you know, he mainly focused on Naruto because you know Naruto's the strongest and shit. And Naruto's taller due to his genes, so he's like a little bit taller than Sasuke. So Sasuke's like what 5'4". Naruto's like 5'5". Sakura's like 5'3". Right? I'm not sure how tall they are. I will search them on. I'm just lazy. Alright, so you know basically they you know the third Hokage's like fine, so you know he gives them a C ranked mission. And you know, the drunk old guy comes in and says, oh, my team, these brats are supposed to take care of me. And, you know, like, he basically tries to make fun of them by saying, like, oh, these brats can't take care of me. They're just children. But before he could actually say it, there was a knife towards, like, to his neck. And, you know, like, this caught everybody by surprise because, you know, that person's not want to do that to you. But, hey, yo, he did it anyways. Naruto basically pulled out a kunai, held it to the guy's old man's wrist, and he took the bottle from the old man that the old man had, and you know he settled it down on the floor, and held the knife closer to his neck. And you know Naruto's like, "Watch what you say, old man. We haven't taken up your mission yet, so I can still kill you if I desire to." So you know, old man shuts the fuck up. Naruto is emo. He don't take disrespect. He'll beat your ass. He'll put your ass in a coma as long as you don't die. Like, he'd rather put you in a coma than kill you. Because technically you're still alive in a coma. But, hey. By the way, join my Discord, and it's on it's in one of my polls. You know, I didn't put a poll, I just put a message on there on the community, and it said like, you know, join my Discord. So you know, if you want, join it. And my what if Deku was an Eternal Dragon is gonna coming out tonight. Yeah, and tomorrow is gonna be what if Deku was whatever, I don't know. I don't think too far ahead. So yeah, the old man, he shuts up, you know, basically time skip. An hour later, Naruto's waiting in the front of the village, the gate, and so Sasuke and Sakura. Sakura just got there actually. The old man got there too. Kakashi basically used the flying Raijin, where I think he teleports and shit. However that happens. So yeah, he does it. He gets there and you know he's squatting down and reading a book in the same time. You know how it is. And basically, Naruto's about to take a step, but then Sakura basically walks up to him. And you know, she's like, "What are you doing here, weakling?" And remember, I said Sakura's a bitch. So, Sakura's the type of girl, or the type of hoe, if you prefer. Yeah, she's the type of hoe to, like, leave you for dead. Except Sasuke, because, you know, she likes Sasuke, but Sasuke does not give two fucks about her. Sasuke's more curious about Naruto's inheritance of getting the Sharingan. In his mind, he thinks two possibilities could happen. Either someone gave Naruto the Sharingan through, you know, him taking the eyes and, you know, putting them to his and shit. Yeah. Or Naruto's secretly a secret child of someone and was an Uchiha. And yeah, but the fact of Naruto being half and half didn't occur to him. So far, Naruto's like, everybody knows that like Naruto could only do. Everybody thinks that Naruto can only do wood style. Sorry. Everybody thinks that Naruto can only do fire styles, like actually earth styles and lightning styles, but that's not the case. Naruto can do fire, lightning, water, and earth. And yeah. So yeah. So they take off and time skip. They're walking still in the forest, deeper and deeper, getting to the village hidden in the mist, where they're supposed to be going to. I forgot the name of the village itself, but yeah. So basically, while they're walking, Naruto sees a puddle, and in his so he basically looks up and he sees he sees no gray clouds. He just sees like colorful clouds, not colorful, just like white clouds. He basically tells he basically doesn't say it. But he thinks that's suspicious, and Kakashi sees that Naruto notices it as well. So yeah, and then the two guys come out of the puddle. They attack Kakashi. They kill him basically. They split him in half or whatever they do in canon. Naruto they attack the old man, but then Naruto stands in front of them, grabs both their wrists, and then starts waves them in different directions. One guy crashes into a tree trunk, and another guy crashes down to the floor. And Naruto basically picks up both of them, and then uses their claw chains to wrap around them, and then tie them to a tree. And then they're there for a good 30 minutes, and then Kakashi actually no. After that, Kakashi he appears, and he's like, "Well done, Naruto. I was expecting, to take him out myself, but you did it yourself, so pretty good." No, Sakura is being a bitch and whining. She's like, "Oh my god, no, you didn't do shit." Well, fuck her. I was supposed to say fuck Uraka. So yeah, still fuck Uraka. Yeah. And basically, I might do the video shorter, make the video shorter, to the point where the end of this arc. So yeah, this is what ends up happening. Sakura bitches, Sasuke doesn't care, Naruto doesn't care, Kakashi doesn't care. The old man tells Sakura to shut the fuck up and just protect him. Sakura's irritated as fuck, so, she don't take disrespect, but she a hoe. And yeah. So shout out to Chinese letter, no name. Shout out to him again. I don't know why I'm shouting him out. Shout out to him. Shout out to Naruto Uzumaki, what ifers. And shout out to fucking hell, man. Bruh. I was just looking at these videos to see where I last left off on all my videos from today. And yeah, so yeah. So yeah, basically Naruto, as soon as they wake up, yeah, shout out to XXX and no, I don't know how to say those Chinese letters, honestly, they're fucking confusing. Shout out to no name, XX, whatever, no name. And shout out to fucking Rufford, I forgot how you say it. Him. Watch his videos, he's funny as fuck. So yeah, Naruto basically they continue on as soon as the guys wake up, the demon brothers, as soon as they wake up, Naruto walks up to them, and then he fucking puts his hands on their head, and then he starts to crush their heads slowly, but they feel this, they scream out, and Naruto tells them like why are you attacking him? And, overcooked Todoroki. Wow, that's kind of fucked up. So basically he starts crushing their heads slowly. They start screaming in pain, and then fucking Kakashi says, or you don't feel any remorse for doing this, Naruto. And Naruto's like, no, should I? And in Kakashi's mind, Kakashi's like, wow, this kid would have been a great Anbu. no remorse and shit. Cause like that was one of the lessons that he had to learn. Like Kakashi himself had to learn about being in the Anbu, was show no remorse and show no mercy. Like strike hard. Do that all that stuff. So Naruto's like basically like, crushing their heads. Cause remember he's a senju, so or part senju, so his body's naturally like buff. So Naruto's like lean in this one. He is. And yeah, so yeah. Oh, and nothing really changed for the way Minato looks and the way Kushina they look the same. But all the hair, all their hair color from the clans that they were a part of, like Midato's is like a Naruto Uchiha, so basically he got his hair color from his father, which is yellow, and the black hair skipped his generation and went on to Naruto. Senju, Kushina, same shit. She got the same hairstyle and everything, and all the physical attributes got skipped from them and went to Naruto. So yeah, and yeah, he gets all the information now. Like the guy who wants to kill was Gonzo, not Donzo, Gonzo. The fucking short rich man. Him, yeah. And then Kakashi confronts the old man, but like, hey yo, you signed for a fucking a C rank mission. This is supposed to be a B or A rank mission. If you would have told us about this information, you left off this information. You told something else. This does the same shit. Basically, gives them the same speech. And alright, so they keep walking, and like it slowly starts to get more cloudy in there, like deep, like as they go deeper into the forest, the cloud, like the smoke thickens, and like, they can't see shit. And then they go into the forest, and then all of a sudden like a big ass sword strikes them, and like Naruto, he barely dodges it. And he uses Sharingans to predict how long it was gonna be there and shit, just by reflexes, not by trying to. Yeah, and so he looked at he looked at the guy, and I'm not gonna say the guy's name yet because for them they don't know his name, but Kakashi kind of does. So the sword basically goes back around like a boomerang and goes back to the guy who threw the sword. So they all pay their attention there, and then he's like basically stands on the sword while it's in the tree. And then sorry, actually I forgot Zabuza's name. So yeah, like as soon as Zabuza was about to say his name, Kakashi cuts him off and says that's Zabuza of the Hidden Mist, one of the seven swordsmen. And basically they all look at Zabuza. Zabuza has like you can't see him smirking and all that, but you could see like the muscles, his smirk, like his muscle, like his facial muscles change, like a smirking position type shit, And yeah. So Naruto looks at him. He's like, "You're a swordsman, huh?" And, Zabuza looks at Naruto, says, "Yeah, I am." And then Zabuza jumps down from the tree, lands on it, lands on the ground, and then yeah, and then Kakashi basically cuts runs he's running and shit. He goes around like Naruto, and he goes to Zabuza. Zabuza and Kakashi are fighting. Zabuza throws a water style water dragon jutsu. And they're doing their own fight, and then all of a sudden the same shit happens. Like Kakashi gets captured, tells everybody to run. Naruto uses his Sharingans, which fucking he has the two Tomoe, by the way. Remember, I think I said the two Tomoe. Wait, no, the one Tomoe. Yeah, I think I said one Tomoe. So Yeah, one time more. He's gonna get two, like, later in the series. And, yeah. So, let's get to the shit. So, Zabuza basically uses a water clone, and, Sasuke's about to, go for the attack. And then, actually, whatever. No, Sasuke goes for the attack, tries to cut the water clone in the cheek. But the water clone was about to, like, throw a kunai at, not like, Sasuke, like, swing his arm with the kunai in it. But then, like, Naruto got, Sasuke by the collar, pulled him back, and then, basically used his kunai to, block the kunai. And then Naruto, fucking let go of Sasuke, because Sasuke is dead weight. Jumped up in the air, got Zabuza clone by the face, and, like, by the back of the head. And then, fucking jumped up in the air, kneed him in the face. And, basically Zabuza's like, huh, you're pretty strong and all that. Naruto smirks, starts running at, like, Zabuza, pulls a kunai. Actually, no, he pulls, like, ninja stars, or, yeah. And then, he starts throwing them from his pouch, like, the pouch that he has on the side of his leg. And then, but Zabuza uses his sword to, like, stand still and block them all. Like, Zabuza picks it up. Naruto's not there. Naruto's right next to him. Naruto punches, like, Zabuza in the back of the head. Zabuza loses focus for a little bit, which causes the Earth containment unit to, like, let him go. And yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I had to do something real quick, bruh. Alright. And so Zabuza loses consciousness, and then Naruto uses wood style, and then, actually, no. Shit. Actually, no, whatever. Naruto could only do some simple ass shit with the wood style. Like, he could only do, like a stream of wood, like, only one stem of wood coming out of his arm, and then, like, wrap it around something. That's it. That's just about it. So, he did that, and, he wrapped it around Zabuza, which wrapped it around the tree, and Zabuza is now captured. Zabuza tries to use water style, but he can't because the wood is basically eating up the chakra. I'm not sure if that's possible, but I hear it is possible because, actually, no, I think it is possible because, the fucking wood style from Captain Yomi, or Yumi, who... he eats, like, basically he uses the wood style to capture he uses the wood style to, like, eat up the dark chakra, the Nine Tails chakra. So, I want to say it's possible. So, the wood's eating up the chakra. He can't use wood style, but then all of a sudden, like, needles go sent flying towards him, puncture him in the neck and shit, kills him. It's like, Naruto's like, what the fuck? So, he looks to the side and he sees a Nanbu character. And it's, not yeah, and versus, it's Haku. So, Haku basically, he looks like a Anbu. He's dressed like an Anbu person. So, he tells him that he's here to, he was tracking down Zabuza to, like, take him in. So, like, Kakashi believes it. Naruto has a little bit of expectation. That's just, like, suspicion. Sorry, that's not expectation. What? Suspicion of Haku. Yeah. Sorry, I had to close the door. My dog kept on opening the door, so, I had to, fucking close the door. Sorry. So, like, Haku takes Zabuza, they go somewhere else, alright? And before they left, though, Kakashi was like, are you sure you don't want us to help you out? Haku says he's dead now for sure. I hit him in vital areas where he would die instantly. Kakashi's like, okay. But that wasn't my question. Do you need help, like, carrying him? Haku's like, nah. I don't need help. I'm strong enough, to take him out. So, Haku takes him to the place, whatever. And they basically go forward. They get to a beach. They travel in the boat. They get there. They look at the fucking bridge, almost completed, almost not. Get there. They go to the old man's house. They get to the house, and they see the wife and the little boy. And Naruto, just because he's emo, don't give a fuck. He has anger issues, so that's gonna become handy like later on. Cause remember what Toby Rama said, that whenever Uchiha members fall in love or something like that, when they grow too attached to something and like they end up losing it, like they take it like extra like painful, like it's like 10 times more bad than it actually seems. So like you could lose, like you could sneeze on someone and like the person, let's say he's an Uchiha member, they'll take it like 10 times worse. So they'll take it like their family member just died and shit. Just imagine that, but like more. Just imagine it being they lost your family, but like 10 times that emotion. So yeah. Toby Rama said that. I think. I'm not sure. Alright. Fuck. So they end up doing the stuff. And sorry. Alright. So they do the fucking yeah. Alright, so basically go to the house and they see the little boy, the mom. The old man basically says like hello and shit, like he says hello to the daughter says hello to everybody else. Little boy runs into the room. Naruto doesn't give a fuck whatsoever, dude. And yeah. So later on they eat dinner and Naruto's like, that's all you guys have? And basically like the woman's like, yeah, sadly that's all we have. Like in other what ifs, Naruto gets up and he gets up and he goes into the forest and he basically kills a wild boar, wild pig or whatever, with the fucking horns coming out of its mouth. Takes it to the house, they grow that bitch up, they eat. And little boy makes some smart ass comments that's not related to anything they're talking about. He's like, you guys can't you guys can't beat the fucking the dude who basically runs that place, him, the short man, him, yeah. He's like, you can't kill him, you can't beat him. Naruto don't give a fuck. And basically he starts the little boy starts talking more into like, you guys are gonna die, you guys are gonna fail, you guys are gonna do some shit. And basically Naruto's had enough, so he basically he stands up, grabs the little boy about the fucking collar, picks him up, and he starts talking shit to him. He's like, hey yo, you little shits, shut up already. And he's like, I'm tired of your smart ass comments. The little boy basically like, why? Huh? Why? And then he goes for a hit on Naruto, and Naruto takes the punch like a man. And Naruto basically grabs the little boy by the fucking, uses his hand, like his left hand, grabs the little boy's arm that he punched him with, and basically pulls it back. And then Naruto lets go of the little boy from the collar and starts and he's basically grabbing the little boy by the arm that he hit him with, and the little boy's dangling and shit, telling Naruto let me go, let me down. Naruto's like, are you sure about that? And the little boy's like, yeah. And then Naruto lifts him up even higher and then drops his ass. The little boy falls on his legs, hurts him, starts crying. Naruto's like, if you're gonna talk shit, at least fucking be man enough to take whatever comes consequences. Little boy starts crying and shit, fucking, he's like, I'm sorry. And then he runs to his room. The mother didn't care at all because she's like, he kind of deserved that. He was being a douchebag, the mother agreed, the grandfather agreed, everybody else kind of agreed. But, they were ninjas, so, they had to be like, oh, Naruto, you should not have done that, you should not have hurt the client's son or grandson. And basically the mother's like, nah, no need. He's been a little shit these couple of days. No need. He's been a little shit for these past couple of days. You know how it is though. And yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna turn on the lights real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Naruto, he sits back down. He gets up and he goes outside and he waits. Then he finally goes back inside the house and then they go to sleep. They wake up. Kakashi's like, "All right, get outside. I'm gonna teach you something." And then how like the Sharingan could like copy techniques and shit, jutsus and all that. So yeah, that's gonna come in handy. If you don't know what I'm about to do, well, I'm kind of surprised. It's kind of simple. What do all Uchiha members have in their eyes? Yeah, if you didn't see that coming, I'm kind of surprised. If you did, then congratulations. Yeah. So basically, Kakashi's like, he does the technique where he climbs up the tree using only his feet. You know how like he walks on the tree. Naruto copies every single technique, and then he does it himself, and then he goes to the top of the house, the top of the tree, and then he sits down on a branch. Sasuke and Sakura, they try to do it, but they suck ass. Sasuke stays overnight. Sakura gets it eventually. And she basically says, I got here first, Naruto. And she sticks her tongue out. Then Naruto's like, you dumb bitch. I got here before you fucking cunt. And basically he's like, well, Naruto's like, it took you 60 tries to get up here. And Naruto also says, well, how many times did it take me, huh? Fucking dumb bitch. Whoa. I want you on who got here faster and how many tries you could do it in under a certain amount of times or whatever. Whoever gets up there with the less amount of tries wins, basically. Kakashi's looking at Naruto like he's a fucking he's a prodigy. And by the way, if I were to finish a series, I would not, do I would not do Boruto. I don't like Boruto. Boruto's just looks dick in general. Well, that's in my opinion. So you guys have different opinions. Cool. So yeah. Sorry. Alright, yeah. Shout out to Naruto Uzumaki. Shout out to No Name. Shout out to. Wait, how the fuck did I get to this? Oh, whatever. I try to make up something. If I don't know what to do next, I'm trying to make up something. So alright, I got something. Alright, so yeah, let's get to the story. Alright. Naruto, he stays outside for the rest of the whole day. He's training. He's exhausted, and he was gonna go back to the house, but he fell asleep. He goes back. Sorry, if you heard me grunt, no, don't worry, I'm not beating my meat. No, it's just that I did something that had to require me to go had to do something, get up really fast, because my dog wasn't supposed to go in the house, but she's trying to go in the house, but no. Alright, so Naruto, he's been training by doing Chidoris and doing fire styles, wood style, trying to perfect his wood style. So he's trying to do other stuff besides making a big ass a wood, coming out of his hand and shit. Yeah. Man, if I didn't say before, Naruto has 13 inches, but that's not related to just Sasuke. whatever. He's pretty cool, I guess. So I'll give him an 8-incher. Yeah. Everybody else has like 8-inchers. Yeah, I'm not saying. Sakura's still flat-chested. Hinata's getting there. Everybody else is getting there. So yeah. Alright. So the next day, Naruto wakes up, sees Haku. You know, he's basically like, "Oh, what's up?" And you know, she's what the fuck? He says, "Oh, hello, my name is Haku." Naruto's like, "Cool, my name is Naruto." And yeah, Naruto says, "What are you doing?" You know, she says, I'm getting herbs for something." And then, you know, Naruto's like, "Oh, are you gonna heal? Are you gonna try to heal someone and all that?" She's like, "Yeah." You know, like basically they have that conversation. Naruto hears that she's a dude. Naruto's shot down because you know she's like she low-key fine, bro. But hey, yo, he a dude though. It's a dude. Well, that's in Naruto's eyes. And then basically the next, like that shit goes on. The fucking fight happens. Naruto and Haku fight. Sasuke gets involved. They start fighting a duel. But then, you know, like Haku's about to die, like get defeated. But then, you know, she uses her secret technique, her Kege Genkai, I think that's what it's called, where she mixes her water chakra nature and her wind chakra nature, and she mixes them together, and like it makes the ice barrier that it did in the canon. So, you know, basically Naruto runs in, like Sasuke was already, you know, in there. The reason why Naruto got into the thing, it's not because, you know, he was dumb. No, it's just because if he didn't go in there, Sasuke would have died through a puncture into his neck, would have paralyzed him, and it would also it would have paralyzed him permanently, and it also hit an artery, which would have made him bled out, so he wouldn't be able to stop the bleeding. And yeah, so Naruto went in there, jumped in the way, you know, moved it, and then Naruto got hit with like 3 other ones that hit him in the neck, which paralyzed him from the neck below. So, you know, he's paralyzed, and then, you know, fucking, he looks dead too. So he falls on the ground. Sasuke's like, "What the fuck?" And, you know, he basically's like, "Did you hit him in the artery or something?" And, you know, basically he starts crying. You know how it is. He starts crying. He gets his one-time moe. Naruto finally wakes up. He slowly starts to get up. And if you're wondering, like, isn't that shit supposed to paralyze him? Well, here's the thing: the Nine-Tailed Fox is healing the Naruto from every single thing, and it's like basically like fastening his metabolism a shit ton. So yeah, and basically, bruh. Alright, no, actually, by the way, no more, honestly, I'm still taking suggestions for what ifs, but I'm gonna take suggestions for what ifs, and I'm gonna make a little video dedicating it to special what ifs, or like, not special, but, you know, like dedicating it to what ifs, and you guys comment down below what your what ifs you want them to be, and then I'll put them in the you know, suggestions and shit, and do them. If I like them, then cool, I'll do it. If I don't like them, I'll give it a chance. But if I can't think of a story, then I can't. So yeah. So, you know, Naruto gets up, and, you know, Sasuke basically uses like Sharingans and shit. Naruto, he's like about to, like, you know, he's not passed out, but like he's paralyzed a little bit. But you know, the poison is still there, so, you know, it's slowing down his movements. And basically, Haku throws like 60 knives at Naruto. Naruto can't get out of the way because he's paralyzed. Sasuke gets in the way, and he gets hit. And I must say, since like Sasuke and Naruto have been there for like a solid minute, they have like a relationship sorta. So Naruto starts crying. He gets his third, like his second Tamoy. And he looks up and he sees Haku, and he gets angry and shit. So he basically runs up there real fast, like, and then she throws her spikes, but then Naruto he dodges them. He dodges them by moving out of the way, and like he hits one of the ice blocks, and he kind of breaks it a little bit. He cracks it, but then like somewhere else he got shot with a nail, but then he pulled it out and fucking threw it on the ground. Sasuke at this point he's paralyzed, so he can't move. Naruto's basically hitting the walls over and over again, and like making his arm bleed, but like slowly they're healing because of the fox. And then the fox takes over. Naruto basically punches the fuck out of an ice block, destroying like a shit ton of other ones. He roars and destroys every single one of them in the same time. And then Haku says to me. Naruto goes for a punch. Like she uses like he's still paralyzed a little bit, so she ran off to save Zabuza. She got pierced in the heart with a lightning blade. Zabuza starts laughing and shit, like, ha ha ha, you finally lived up to your potential and shit. Not potential, you finally did what you were meant to do. Save me. And real douche move. Naruto came up there, fucking punched the shit out of Zabuza. Zabuza fell on the floor. And his arms are paralyzed still. So the fucking gang leader, the mafia boss, the Gato or something like that. He pulls up with like 60 dudes, 30 to 60 dudes, like 30 dudes, yeah, more like 30 dudes. He pulls up, basically says, ah ha 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 ha, you can't stop me and shit. Zabuza stands up after being woke. He says, give me a kunai. Naruto, like, literally flings a kunai. Zabuza catches it, like, gets it with his mouth. Starts doing the same shit, kills him. After that, Naruto and Kakashi pick up their bodies, threw them to a tomb, like their own little grave sites. And, they're there. And then Naruto picks up, like, Sasuke. Sasuke doesn't have a tail beast in him, so, he can't, fucking hell, man. Naruto cannot use, since Sasuke doesn't have a tail beast in him, his metabolism is still the same, and no other solution could help him out other than the poison, and, just the paralyzing drug disappears, and, like, just, wastes. So, they get to the city. Sasuke finally goes to sleep, and just not go to sleep. But he gets up and stuff, and then time skip. It's the fucking tests. Like the entrance exam. Fucking hell, man. Give me a second. No, not Discord. YouTube. I watched Key and Peele donate. I didn't know what specific. Fucking hell, man. I didn't know what the shit was called, so I had to do it. Story. Bruh, fuck. Takashi Hatake. Alright, give it a second, cause yeah. Yeah, it's just that. Tuning exams, there you go. Tuning exams. Alright, bet. Alright, so you guys were there, right? Alright, cool. The tuning exams. Alright. So Kakashi basically tells him like there's a test coming up and you guys could, go. If you want to go to the test, you could go. If you don't want to go to the test, you don't have to go. Playing it the way he did in canon. So, yeah, they all go to the test. Kakashi tells him, like, oh, like, yeah, oh, no. Like, the little part where, like, those two dudes transformed into, like 14-year-olds, kept everybody from going into the room. Supposed to be the third floor. Yeah. So, Naruto sees through the genjutsu and basically points it out. They all notice it, and Naruto and them go to the fucking third floor, the actual third floor. And then fucking like it's just son of a bitch. Like Sakura's a bitch. She's like, whatever, Naruto. You don't have to show off, fucking douchebag. Under his breath, Naruto's like, fucking whore, bro. You sold yourself out to the guy who could buy you some Louis Vuitton. All right, so yeah. Where's this shit playing? Cool. So yeah, the test happens. So they go into the room, and they're doing the test. But they reunite with everybody else. All right, so basically, I'm gonna tell you guys this. If I didn't mention it before in my first video, Choji, Naruto, and Shikamaru are friends. Yeah. So they reunite and they give each other handshakes. They do bro moments right there. Like, hey, yo, bro, did you see that? You see that girl with the thick ass right there behind us? And they're talking about Tamari right there, aka the ship. Sorry, why did I zoom in? So yeah, Tamari with thick ass, bro. And basically Naruto points it out. Like Shikamaru's like, yeah, you're right. Choji's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, why not? And he's like fucking eating that little fucking chip bag. It's not that Choji doesn't like girls. It's just he likes girls. It's just the fact that he pays more attention to food, right? Cause that's who Choji is. Like, come on, bro. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, this basically didn't happen. So they do the test, and then sorry. So yeah, they do the test. Actually, no. The test basically starts. Everybody's doing their own shit. Sasuke uses his Sharingans to look. Wait. Sasuke uses his one-time Sharingan to copy the person's handwriting and shit. You know how he does it? I think that's how he does it. Naruto, since he has the two-time he does that shit, but faster. But to the person in front of them. And the person in front of them is the person who is purposely assigned to be there every test, you know what I mean? Like the people to help them, like to help the scouters cheat. Yeah. So, Naruto's right behind that dude. So, he's copying his handwriting and shit with his Sharingans out. And Naruto's using his hair to, cover his eyes. So, Naruto's, so people can't see that he's using his Sharingan and shit. So, it's basically concealed. But, that dude with the glasses, 4 eyes. He sees Naruto's, flick his hair to the side a little bit and sees the two Tomoe Sharingan. So he's like in his mind, he's like, wait, what? There's another one? And then, he looks at Sasuke, and Sasuke's got his Sharingans out too. And he sees that Naruto's is more further ahead in the progress of becoming a 3-Tomoe. And he's like, in his mind, he's like, oh shit, so Naruto is further ahead in the progress than Sasuke is. And then, he's like, interesting. Bruh. Yeah, he's like, interesting. And then Naruto gets all 10 questions right. Actually, no, all 9 questions. Yeah, sorry. Sasuke gets 8 questions right. Sakura gets 5 questions right and 4 questions wrong. And then, the bald guy with the scars on his head, he's like, oh, if you choose to stay, you could come back next year. if you don't choose to, if you choose to stay and you lose, you're not gonna be able to come with ninja forever. If you decide to leave, you could try for next year, just in case. So, same people left, and, everybody else is there. Naruto doesn't do his same speech. He just, since he has nothing to worry about, so, yeah. And then, Anko comes in, she basically walks past Misoki or whatever his name is. And, she stops in front of, Naruto's desk. And, she looks down to see what, the child that she's in front of. And, she sees it's Naruto. And, she smirks and shit. He's like, oh, hey, Tiger, Naruto smirks. And he's like, hey, yo, what's up? Fucking people are a little confused. But, hey, yo, that shit happens, gentlemen. Nah, some people just think that, oh, they met a couple times or something. Yeah, so, basically, yeah. So, she turns her head to the side, and she's like, alright, everybody, get ready and shit, looking to the side. Naruto sees, a tattoo, sorta, a tattoo on her neck. And, he just thinks, oh, she got a tattoo, that's just a tattoo. So, basically, yeah. So, now we're going to the Forest of Death, alright. So, basically, the same shit happens. And, Anko basically throws the kunai on Naruto's, his cheek. But then, as soon as it hits Naruto's cheek, he explodes into a cloud. And then, basically, the real Naruto basically got the fucking kunai. Basically, this is what happened, alright? Naruto got, blown up and dissipated into the air. Anko, she's like, what the fuck, where is he? And, Naruto basically, taps her on the shoulder and then gives her the knife. And then, she turns around, but, no. He tapped her on the shoulder and then, landed his hand in front of her. She grabbed it and turned around. So, she's like, how did you do that? And Naruto's like, easy. I saw that you threw a kunai at me, so I quickly used the clone. And then I ran right behind you. I ran around everybody, climbed up the tree, and right behind you. And then, she's like, what the fuck? This kid's really strong, and fast. So yeah, the shit happens, and then, she basically and Naruto's like, I like your rough too, by the way. And, that was just a little sign. And I'm gonna say Tamari heard that. She kind of blushed a little bit, not from him saying it to her, but from sorry. That's Robert. Back off. Alright, so yeah, Naruto, he sees it, so, he smirks, and, yeah. And, she sees that he saw her. Hey, shush, shut up. Yeah, by the way, nothing. So, the shit happens, the gates open, and then Naruto and everybody else, they run, they dip. But not before they get their scrolls. So, they get the same scroll. Everything happens the same. Naruto's wearing a different outfit. And, different character, basically. So, Naruto's basically dressed like this, but with his eyes, not in the Sharingan form. Alright, so yeah, I'm back. Someone new joined the Discord, so, I had to welcome them really quick, and then, yeah. So, if you're new to the Discord, I will, with no hesitation, end the video, pause the video to welcome you in. Bro, shut up. Bro, what the fuck? I will pause the video to welcome you in. I don't care if you guys care, but hey, yeah. See this person? I just made him a friend. You got a friend. Wait, no. That was gonna be a gay line. Sorry, but that was gonna be a gay line. So, welcome to the story again. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, man. Alright, so, they go into the forest. The same shit happens again. They run to the same people, which is, the frog. Naruto goes to pee somewhere else, but like more professionally. So he walks through the location, he pees, and then the big ass snake chases him and like swallows him up, literally. And then Naruto basically he's like he realizes that like he had food in his pouch and like he dropped a ball of rice, and then it like melted. So he's like, holy shit, it's gonna melt me, and like it's gonna do the same shit that a digestive system does. It breaks down the food, and then you take the energy and all that, take the whatever vitamins or whatever you need to survive, and then you shit it out. Basically, that's what it's gonna do to Naruto. So Naruto uses fire, like he uses fire style, fireball, like fireball jutsu, and then basically like evaporate, like destroying the back of the snake. And then Naruto uses that gap to like get out of there. So half the snake is gone. It's ashes. And slowly the snake is starting to regenerate, but then Naruto finishes off by using a lightning dragon jutsu. So basically like a lightning shit like pops from the air, smacks down on the fucking snake, killing it. So yeah, and then that catches the attention of Orochimaru. So Orochimaru dips wherever he was, goes to that place. He sees Naruto, and he basically tries to sneak up on Naruto, and then he sneaks up on Naruto. Like he uses his snake form, like his thin snake form, where he wraps his tentacle, like he wraps his body around Naruto's arms and legs, like secure him, and like Orochimaru uses his hands to go to grab Midori by the hair and pull his neck to the side, and he uses his left hand to like pull Naruto's like his shirt from right the side and rips it off a little bit, like kind of like this exposure. Sorry about that. Kind of to bite into that muscle right there, right there, if you can see it, yeah. Give me a second. He tries to bite into this area. Right there, yeah. And yeah, he tries to bite. He bites in. As soon as he is about to bite into Naruto's like neck and shit, he gets like all of a sudden Sakura and Sasuke come out of nowhere, and they see Orochimaru bite into Naruto's neck and shit, and like Naruto's screaming in pain, and like blood is dripping. A little bit of blood is dripping from Naruto's neck. I would say neck muscle, but whatever, neck muscle. So they see a little bit of blood going from his neck muscle to his pec, and then all of a sudden a symbol forms on Naruto, but nobody else sees it yet. And remember, you guys decide what mark it is, right? Yeah. And then Orochimaru goes for Sasuke and bites and basically uses his tail to flick Sakura to a tree, breaking the tree, making a branch fall from the tree, smacking down on Sakura's head and like knocking her out. And then Naruto, he's on the ground. He's on the ground and he's on his knees and grabbing onto his neck muscle and fucking like squeezing onto it and all that, gripping on it. And then he's also screaming in pain, he's yelling out, my skin burns, son of a bitch, my skin burns, and all that, screaming out in pain. And then, Orochimaru grabs Sasuke, bites him on the neck, gives him a curse mark. It's the same curse mark from the anime. It's the heavenly curse mark, the heavenly sky curse mark. Yeah. So you guys get to determine what the curse mark for Naruto is gonna be. And I'll put a poll so you guys can decide. And basically, yeah. Naruto, like his skin is burning because Orochimaru's making it burn. Actually, no, the beginning of the process of him getting bitten is gonna deter, like it'll kill him, or it'll make him stronger after this shit ton of pain is like dealt to him. So even though Naruto's going through pain, he grabs Sakura by the collar and he punches Orochimaru in the fucking head, bashing his head into a tree. And then he grabs Sasuke and, runs to under a tree, hides there, and then he lays down and he passes out. Orochimaru's like, alright, now that I've been in them, they both have a curse mark, so, yeah. And, yeah. And so that's where I'm gonna leave this video. Oh, man, should I? No. Alright, so as soon as yeah. So never mind, I'm not gonna leave it off here. Alright, I'm gonna make this maybe like 25 minutes long, to the 25-minute mark, 1 hour and 25-minute mark. So basically, Midoriya, Naruto, Naruto wakes up and he looks around and he sees Sakura passed out, bleeding from her head. Sasuke, grunting in pain and shit, screaming out in pain. Naruto, he gets a stick and puts it in, Sasuke's mouth. No homo, not, making him gag and shit, no. He gets the stick, he flips it to the side and puts it right there so Sasuke could bite down on it and, how they do it. To, kind of make the pain not as bad or some shit. Bite down and you accidentally bite your tongue. Yeah. Because, he's been doing that and it looks like he's about to bite his tongue off. So Naruto does that to, soften, you make this, his voice lower and to, make him not bite his tongue off. And so, he looks into, Sasuke's neck to, treat it, to make it better and all that. He grabs some herbs near them. He takes it to Sasuke and he pulls Sasuke up off the ground. And, he's about to, clean the blood off. And then he sees the fucking curse mark. He sees a curse mark. To him, it's a curse, to him, it's just a mark that appeared, a curse or something like that. But we know it's a curse mark. But Naruto doesn't know what it is. And, he thinks it's from the fucking dude, the guy who bit him. So, Naruto's worried that he got it too. So, he pulls a mirror out of Sakura's pouch because, Sakura's a hoe. She likes to look good for dudes to, give them blowjobs. So, she pulls up the mirror, and then he pulls up the mirror, and then, he checks, he looks at a good angle to, see him, so he can see the reflection to see his neck, and he sees the curse mark on himself, and he's like, fuck, I have it. Oh, remember, Naruto, I'll say that Naruto, when he kicked the Orochimaru, and then he got the fucking book, the little scroll, and Orochimaru didn't get to eat the scroll because, the events happened different. And so, yeah. Alright, so, Naruto, he's trying to treat himself, but he can't because, he can't do two things in the same time. So, he treats Sakura next after Sasuke. He heals her, and, she finally regains consciousness after a good 30 minutes. And Naruto's, when she regains consciousness, she looks around and she sees Naruto leaning against the rock. So, she walks up to him and she sees his mark and shit. She's like, oh my god, Naruto. So, she basically pulls up some stitches, seals up the bite mark. Checks out Sasuke, seals up his mark. And basically, Naruto's like, alright, so cool. Let me patch you up. He, fixes her up. All Naruto did was just clean the wounds, to make them not infected. He didn't stitch them up because he didn't have the stuff for it. And, yeah. So, the same shit happens in canon. Naruto passes out due to how much, because canon, I think it's because, the mark that, because of what Orochimaru did to the seal. Well, same shit, Naruto has no stamina, no energy, so he needs to rest. His body's shut down. He needs to rest. Sasuke, his, mark and shit, fucked up. They fucked him up. And then, yeah. Sakura tries to protect them, they get interrupted by fucking... They get attacked by the sound ninja dudes. But instead of, yeah, whatever. So they get attacked, Sakura tries to defend them. And then all of a sudden, as soon as one of the attacks is about to hit Sakura, because, Sakura's weak as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. The hand of the person who was about to throw the attack got grabbed and crushed a little bit. And it is, take a guess, 10. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to pause the video and comment down below, like, hey, yo, bro, it's this dude. Or not pause, just fucking, I'm gonna wait like 10 seconds. Comment down below who you think it is. Who grabbed the first sound. Could be Naruto, could be not be. Alright. Whatever, I'm fucking tired, so I'm not gonna wait. Alright, so basically, it's Naruto, but yeah. If you know me, I like to meet the main character, yeah. So Naruto, he wakes up and he's covered in dark orb, right? Like it did in for Sasuke. And he basically grabs the dude by the fucking arm, squeezes it and breaks it, and grabs him by the head and back of the head and slams him into the ground, breaking a couple of dislocating his jaw and breaking it. And then he attacks the female and he fucking hits her in the fucking. He hits her, but she blocked him at the same time. So the punch basically it hit her, but the force was so powerful that it literally pushed her into a tree trunk and destroyed it and pushed her a little bit further. The dude with the fucking one eye who looks like a hunchback fuck, him, he attacked Midoriya, not Midoriya, fuck. He attacked Naruto, but Naruto, he's relentless right now, dude. He literally fucking sidesteps that dude and fucking he's looking at the dude go fly past him, and Naruto lifts up his legs so far that he literally knees him in the stomach, breaking his armor and breaking some ribs. Saying the dude flying up, but Naruto uses he combines both his hands together and then slams the dude into the ground. And then Naruto walks up to the dude that he just broke his arm to, the dude with the little tubes on his hands. He walks up to him and does the same shit that Sasuke did to him in canon. He grabbed his arms and pulled them together, destroyed the one that he already destroyed, and and was about to destroy the other one, but then Tamari came instead of the other group. She told him to she told him to stop. That's too much already. And then Naruto stopped, fucking walked up to her, in a way of bloodlust, when you're hungry to kill. He's basically doing the fucking the Hisoka type shit. You know how Hisoka, when he's wants to kill someone, he runs at you with a fucking crazy ass face and shit. Yeah, that shit's scary as fuck. Not even scary actually. It's fucking weird. So Naruto does the same shit. Walks runs up on her, stops at the last second because she's scared. Naruto looks at her and fucking passes out on his knees and lands on her shoulder, lands on her waist. And then actually no, he falls to his knees and falls forward, hits her on headbutts her waist, and then falls to his side. And then she's like, oh, poor thing. So she picks him up, and then she throws him to the soccer. She tells him to heal him up. So she heals him up, and they go to the fucking Alright, so they go to the. An hour later, Naruto gets healed. Sasuke's healed enough to walk. So they go into the building. They go to the building. They get their shit ready. They're done. Alright, suppose that. And then the fights, the 1v1s. Everybody has an hour to get ready until they have to fight. So Naruto spends that 1 hour trying to look for Tamari. He fights Tamari at 10 minutes into the break. And he basically talks to her. He's like, oh, I hear you saved me, huh? Or not, she's like, I didn't save you. You just fainted and I picked you up. That's all I did. And then Naruto's like, oh, so you helped me. Okay. So basically thank you. She's like, no problem. She's about to walk away. Naruto pulls her in for a kiss, hugs her, kisses her. She gives him a handy underneath the table. Simple as that. Boom. Judge, jury, bro. Judge. I said I'm not gonna do that shit no more. Alright, sorry, whatever. She just gives him a handy underneath the table. Naruto nuts, hits on the table. That's it. So the fights now, everything happens the same, except the people who changed. So Naruto versus the dude with the dogs. It's really different, cause yeah. So the dog and the Kiba and the dog, I forgot his name. They both attack him. Naruto activates his Sharingans and starts looking around the room, looking at them, fucking, moving shit. And then Naruto he literally falls backwards, but not completely. And then he sees Kiba, like, with his long claws about to scratch him. But Naruto ducked underneath it. And then Naruto grabbed Kiba by the wrist, and then, not by the wrist, grabbed him by the ankle, and then fucking, literally, fucking spinned him around in the air and then slammed him to the ground. And then the dog bit Naruto on the neck, and the dog bit Naruto on the neck that he got bitten on by Orochimaru, so his curse mark is still there. So he basically grabbed the little dog and he basically threw it at Kiba, and then the curse mark was exposed enough to for Kakashi to see it, and Naruto's fight happened a lot earlier, so it's the first fight. And then basically after seeing Naruto's curse mark, he looks over to the side and sees fucking Sasuke grunting and grabbing onto his neck. So he sees both of them. He's like, what the fuck? So double the work. What a bitch, right? It's way past the time. All right. So Naruto, he starts showing the curse mark starts spreading through half his body, like how it does the first stage. I'm pretty sure first stage is when the curse mark starts to engulf half the body in the weird symbols, and then the second stage is when it engulfs the whole body in symbols, and the third stage is when the symbols spread out through your whole body to the point where it's not just symbols, it's it literally becomes your skin, it changes your skin color, your eye color, and all that, just changes your status, your looks and shit. Yeah, so, yeah. Shit. Yeah. So, you could see the yellow oranges surrounding Naruto's neck. So you could see it. You could only a fucking Kakashi saw it. He saw the curse mark engulfing his neck and shit, going up his ear to around his face and shit. But Naruto had enough willpower to shrink it down to the point where it's to his neck still. And Sasuke's battle happened, and then he took Naruto and Sasuke to the fucking place where he took Naruto, or he took Sasuke in the cannon, and basically he put both of them to sleep. So he did the ritual twice. So he engulfed the symbol basically went to Sasuke's neck first, and then he did the same shit to Naruto. And then Orochimaru came out. He's like, I want the boy. Naruto Kakashi's like, no, you cannot have Sasuke. And Orochimaru tells Kakashi, he's like, I don't want that boy. I mean, he tells Kakashi that boy is also good, but I want the other boy. And he looks at Naruto and he's like, why do you want that boy? And he sees he tells Kakashi that boy is half senju and half Uchiha. And then he said and then he also says that how strong those two clans are. And basically he says although I can't get that boy now, I will eventually get him. And if I cannot get that boy, I will get that one. He points at Sasuke and he says, if Naruto doesn't come to me, then I know for sure that the other one will. And then he walks into the shadow, then disappears. So Naruto right now has that a curse mark that's unknown to you guys, and that's where I'm gonna end it off. Actually, yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it off. Everybody else finished their tests, or Rocket Lee got injured still. Everything else happened. Just the fights, just Naruto's fight was different. Oh, and by the way, if I'm gonna go on detail into the fight still, I'll go into detail. So Naruto versus Kiba, the same shit happens like I said before, and then they both eat those power pellets and then they turn red, right? And then Naruto, he turns on his his Sharingan, he starts fighting for real now. So basically the fucking dog turns into a human. So basically the dog and Kiba are fighting in sync. So basically if one goes down to the if one goes on his knees, the other one will jump over that one and to attack. So they're like in their perfect sync, so they know what each other's gonna do. Their other movements and shit. So basically they both go back to back and try to swing their claws at Midori like at Naruto, but Naruto goes underneath that one and then slides between their legs and fucking hits them in the stomachs, and then slides under them, turns around, grabs them by the heads, and then fucking slams them both into the ground. And then Naruto's about to do fire style, wood style, but then he was about to say wood style, and then but no, the dog basically transformed into a little puppy, and then went escaped Midori's Naruto's grip, went under his hand and fucking bit Naruto on the arm, which disturbed his hand signs, and which caused him to flinch, will let go of Kiba, and Kiba basically fucking back kicked Naruto, sending Naruto like a foot back. And everybody's surprised that Naruto's this strong, taking on Kiba and the dog, even though they are both on that power pellet type shit. But Naruto uses he basically grabs the dog by the neck and starts choking it a little bit, which causes it to stop biting Naruto. And Naruto throws the dog at Kiba. Kiba basically jumps up in the air to catch it, the dog. But then Naruto jumps up in the air, catches Kiba by the face and all that, and starts pushing him to the ground, and basically starts fucking brushing him to the ground and shit. So Naruto puts Kiba's face in the floor, shattering the concrete, and Naruto basically starts dragging Kiba, and then Naruto fucking punches Kiba in the stomach, making him pass out from all that beating. And the dog still counts as a person, or in the fight or whatever. So the dog transforms into Kiba, and then Naruto fucking basically ducks underneath the dog's kick, and then knees him in the stomach. The dog flinches and crouches a little bit. Then Naruto grabs it by the head and fucking slams it in his knee, passing it out, knocking it the fuck out. Alright, so yeah, that happened. That's the end of the fight. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's part 2 of what Naruto was an Uchiha and a Senju. Hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe. Watch my Deku was a werewolf, and my Deku was Endeavor's son, and my Deku was an internal dragon. And part 2 of Deku was an internal dragon is coming out tonight if I can. If I can't, sorry.